your favorite play with a vote now. Great job spotlighting some awesome assists this week. We're going to have another edition of Top Plays later in the show. I'm heating up some hot chocolate, going behind the back with the marshmallows. At the line, Scott Moak, shooting 2. Stay tuned.
Let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Washington Wizards. At power forward, Keyshawn George. At shooting guard, Carlton Carrington. At the other forward position, Chris Middleton. At center, Alexander Sarr. At the other guard position, C.J. McCollum. The head coach of the visiting team is Brian Keefe. Basketball fans, please welcome the starting lineup for your Toronto Raptors. In the middle, at 7 feet tall, number 19, Jakob Poeltl. At the point position, standing 6'2", number 5, Emmanuel Quickly. At the small forward position, at 6'6", number 9, Arthur Miller. 6'8" forward, number 4, Scotty Barnes. At the other guard position, standing 6'8", number 3, Brandon Ingram. The head coach of your home team. Let me hear it one more time for your Toronto Raptors!
Happy Friday night, everyone. Time to kick off the weekend with the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson. I've got Tim Legler and Grant Hill at the table with me, and Allie LaForce covering the sports side. Now Washington starting 5. We've got George, Carlton Carrington out there with C.J. McCollum. Then it's Chris Middleton, and it's Sarr in at center. And for the Raptors, Barnes is the 4 with Poeltl in the middle. Emmanuel Quickly is out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Barrett in at the 3. And now about a third of the way into the season. You think it's too early to talk about awards, Grant?
You know, B.A., it depends on the award, if I'm being honest. MVP and Rookie of the Year, that's way too early. You can begin to see the guys who are in the running for most improved or sixth man.
Ingram on the wing. Takes a 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Yeah, good shooter from out there. Ingram helping to space the floor.
Pass to Sarr. Now here's Carrington. The teardrop. Second chance shot. Rebound by the Raptors. Their first look at this year's Washington squad.
They ran away with this season series last year. It was one of the few teams they could beat.
On target from range.
And listen, that's a shot the defense will typically live with when it comes to Barnes.
And we're about a minute into the first. And the call will be against Brandon Ingram. That's his first foul of the game.
And you hope this early foul doesn't dissuade his aggressiveness.
McCollum finds Middleton. 6 on the shot clock. Barnes with the rebound. Toronto has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
And one thing about this league we know, momentum can change in an instant.
The Wizards have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Looking to win the run. It's wide right. Hits off the rim. For Toronto, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. And the basket is good. Barnes has got 5 points.
And I love their energy so far. They're now 4 for 4 from the field.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, the Wizards stacking talented young players and draft assets. Not only that, they'll have a ton of cap space next season, which they will likely not use to sign a star free agent, but rather to absorb contracts in exchange for, you guessed it, more draft picks. This front office is continuing to think long-term, guys.
Priority straight. All right, Shams, appreciate the report. They're having very little success right now.
And they really could take a different approach, right? Find something that works.
Here's George. Oh, it's blocked by Barnes.
Well, Barnes is a point forward with a wingspan of 7 feet 3 inches, so he is always a threat to send it back in your face.
About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. 5 on the clock. Kicks it out to Middleton. That's in. Coming off an assist from McCollum.
Yeah, as good as anyone on the catch and shoot. Middleton deposits another J.
And it's quickly with a miss.
What a cold start. They need a different approach here.
And foul called on Emmanuel quickly. That's his first foul of the game. Middleton outside. Pass to Sarr. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. A tremendously mobile 7-footer. Great defensive upside, Tim, for Alex Sarr.
And he's still working on his offensive game, BA, but he has the potential to be a disruptive defensive force with his length and agility.
Obviously, Alexander Sarr's stature grabs your attention, but he's stronger than he looks, too. And that can be a pretty dangerous combination if he learns to use it right.
Barnes, it's good.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Pass to Sarr. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Raptors lead by 9. Barrett passes to Ingram. Back to Barrett. Over Middleton. Barrett can't hit. And Washington with possession. Here's McCollum. Barnes with the rebound. Outside Ingram. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Yeah, hard-nosed play from Ingram. Getting in tight and forcing the defender into a mistake.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Toronto.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
For 3, McCollum. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
With confidence and ability from long range, I love it. McCollum's able to space the floor and keep the defense honest. You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
And the foul called on Emmanuel quickly. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, this is a tough choice here. You want to trust him as a coach, but that's his second early foul.
Toronto making a switch here. Shed's checked in. Now here's McCollum. Coming in off a 14-point game last time out. Here's George. Hurdle grabs a miss. Raptors lead by 10. Inside. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Here's Middleton. Oh, rejected by Hurdle. And as it goes out of bounds, Washington able to keep possession. George outside, launches a three.
Nothing's come easy for them inside here in quarter one.
Sarr, and finished off by Sarr.
Yeah, easy enough for the 7-footer. Sarr bringing the house down.
Shed, that's good.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
And so McCollum will bring it up for Washington. It's a 10-point game to the inside. And George gets it to go on the assist by McCollum.
Yeah, he needed that bucket to show there isn't a lid on there.
Here's Ingram, and a slam dunk by Ingram.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends.
McCollum, the pass to Sarr. Takes it inside and finished off by Sarr.
Big man coming through. I love seeing Sarr punch it home like this.
Here's Ingram, and a slam dunk by Ingram.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
Well, these days, interior offense takes great determination and discipline.
And that one's good. Middleton.
And using that 6'7" frame to get in there and do work, Middleton will take on anybody.
Kicks it out to Barrett. Step back and fire. Sarr pulls it in. Wizards trail by 8. McCollum with it. He's picked up by Barnes. And George with the jam.
Assist goes to.
And defenses can forget how good of a passer McCollum is.
George with the block. Now here's Middleton. Checking the numbers. He's averaging close to 15 a game. And the bucket is good.
Scoring well this quarter. Picking up steam as he goes.
Outside for Ingram. The three from Barnes. Doesn't fall. Now 4 for 6. Washington has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Outside Carrington. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Oh, man. Exploding to the rim.
Yep, makes the simple play. Pass to Pirtle. Here's Shed, guarded by Sarr. Outside Barnes. Here's the three. And that's his third miss in 7 attempts. Washington trailing. McCollum outside. Here's George, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Struggling to get it going out there right now. I think he's pressing just a little bit too much.
Pass to Shed. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Ingram. And the Raptors lead by 4.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Now a timeout called by Washington.
That was rocking. Thank you to our Northside crew.
And Washington will go for a different look here. Kispert's checked in for George. Whitmore comes in for Middleton. Johnson, he's checked in for Carrington. And it's Coulibaly in for McCollum. Now here's Sarr. He has 6. And finished off by Sarr.
He almost brought the basket down on top of himself.
Oh, there's hang time, and then there's a time to hang. Pass to Murray Boyles. Buries it down low.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
Wizards trail by 4. Left side, Coulibaly. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Shed. Some solid defense from Coulibaly.
Well, that is a nice challenge at the rim. Really altered that shot.
That puts him in the lead.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Yeah, both ways. We're seeing a nice rhythm offensively. Now let's see which team can come up with some stops.
Sinks the tray.
I'll tell you, Grady Dick can shoot for days. I mean, his confidence from beyond the arc is really incredible.
Washington has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Here's Johnson. It's hauled in by the Raptors, coming off that win against the Sixers.
And it's just so hard to stop them when they're scoring at that level. They were efficient and didn't let up at all.
And the fact that they did all of that on the road was really impressive.
And that one's good. Whitmore.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Here's Dick. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Washington shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
For the Wizards, Whitmore, 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Champagny. He's checked in for Sarr. That one misses. Toronto has gone 4 of 7 from three-point range here in the first. Toronto passing it around. And that one's good. Ingram. 11 points for Brandon Ingram.
Yeah, just going to work on the defense. Ingram using an agile move to beat him.
1:51 left to play in the first quarter. Koulibaly against Dick. Pass to Kispert from behind the arc. No good that time. Raptors lead by 3. Outside Dick. From deep. Pure from three-point range. Dick's got 8.
Well, he is very capable of hitting the deep shot. Defensively, you need a better shot contest than that, or he is going to bury you.
Now here's Whitmore. In his last outing, 8 points for him.
It doesn't get any easier than that. The defense has to play better.
Here's Mobo on the take, and they pick up 2.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Here's Johnson, and the shot goes down.
And that's what you get with Johnson. He is always hunting for good looks.
Pass to Mobo. Outside Ingram. There's 42 seconds left in the first. Shoots from 14, and he hits the jumper for 2. 13 points in the game.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
Here's Champagny, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Outside Koulibaly. Outside Johnson. The 3 is up. Drains the triple. Now just a 1-point Toronto lead. 1 second left. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Toronto out in front. They lead by 1. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, what stands out to you from Toronto in this one?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
When you spread the floor and force defenses to close out to the three-point line, it's going to create driving lanes.
So on the floor for the Wizards, Carlton Carrington out there with Johnson. Then there's Whitmore. Then it's Keyshawn George. And it's Champagny at the center position.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, he took that up with great confidence. Tremendous finish.
And that one's good. Quickly. Quickly's gotten his first basket of the night.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Oh, and Johnson slams it in. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Kicks it out to Barnes. There's the 3. Barnes drills the triple.
And you do have to take Barnes seriously enough from the arc. He trusts his shot from there more and more.
Here's Carrington. Albaji with a rebound. The Raptors with a lead. Pass to Walter. Oh, they get a hand on it. And the ball out of play. The Wizards will have it. And for all the purists, here's a look at the best free throw shooting teams from the stripe this year. Number 1, the Raptors.
This squad will punish you every time you let them get to the line. It's something they've worked on as a team, and now they're reaping the rewards.
Sarge checked in for Washington. C.J. McCollum comes in for Whitmore. McCollum outside. And another miss by Washington. In the last few seasons' legs, C.J. McCollum playing mainly point guard, but for his career, mostly at the 2.
Yeah, listen, he can play either, certainly can be a lead guard when he needs to be, but shooting and scoring off the dribble is really his bread and butter, and he can get to it from any angle, any platform, in any situation.
Great player regardless.
Absolutely.
Here's Carrington. Here's Sarr, and finished off by Sarr.
And the long arms of Sarr on full display. You got to keep this kid off the offensive glass.
Walter, good.
What a heads-up pass to know that his teammate was going to be available down in the paint.
McCollum, the pass to George. That's in. Coming off an assist from McCollum. McCollum's got 6 assists here tonight. Toronto leading by 3. Here's Mobo. Banked it in off the glass. Lobo's got his second basket on the night.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
That is just beautiful ball movement. Unselfish basketball.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the Wizards are letting their young guys learn on the fly. Guard Bub Carrington said the whole organization communicates to us often. We drafted you guys for a reason, they say. Don't be scared to make a mistake. Play your game, use the things that got you here, and see if it sticks. Back to you, Jay.
Learning on the job. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Here's McCollum after the basket by Toronto. And Sarr with the basket on the assist by Johnson. Sarr's got 12.
Sarr is playing with a lot of confidence, not questioning himself, just using his size to keep finding buckets.
Barnes gets it to go inside.
Well, that's helping your team. By and large, he's taking shots he knows he can make.
Quickly against McCollum. Here's George. Walter pulls it in.
It can be tough to find space in the mid-range area. Probably should have passed that one up.
Thank you. Starting bar.
And it's Washington with the ball. They trail by 7. They come into this one following the loss to Minnesota.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
Well, that's the big challenge. Teams tend to feel more comfortable at home for sure, so you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. That just didn't happen in this one.
Walter from outside. He buries it from 3. And now a 10-point Raptor lead.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. Took him a while to get going.
Here's Carrington. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Toronto's got it going from deep. 3 for 3 so far in the quarter. Up top, Barnes. George defending. Here's Quickly. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now, just trying to close it out.
Now a timeout called by Washington. And when it comes to taking an offense out of its rhythm, what are some of the primary methods, Grant?
Well, BA, you have to disrupt their flow. That can come from steals, deflections, block shots, even change shots. Anything that makes them feel uncomfortable.
And the Raptors with some changes. Jakob Poeltl comes in for Mobo. And it's R.J. Barrett in for Abaji. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Middleton's checked in.
He got the space he wanted for his mid-range. He just wasn't able to convert.
Oh, there's the alley. Outside Barnes. From deep three-point land. The three, Barrett. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. Barnes has got 4 assists now tonight.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
Now here's Sarr. 12 points for him. Down low. And stolen by Barrett. And now the Raptors on the break. And they'll get another chance. And again, Toronto with a triple.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
McCollum against quickly. Counted. McCollum's got 5 now.
Not only a perimeter player, McCollum can go inside.
Barrett finds quickly. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
So for Washington, Kispert comes in for George, and it's Koulibaly in for Johnson. Barrett, it's rebounded by Washington.
He was bothered just enough to miss that shot. That's good work by the defense.
And a nice finish on the layup. He's got 7.
And I like the fact they didn't settle there. They worked for a higher percentage shot.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Barrett.
Well, that is the definition of an unforced error. Very unfortunate. And the coach is going to have something to say about that.
Johnson, he's checked in for Washington. Wizards trail by 14. McCollum, the pass to Sarr. Kispert outside. Beyond the arc. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Barnes has got 6 rebounds here tonight. And he's going for the lob. Oh, what a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Koulibaly with it. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Knocked loose. Shoots from 14. Rebound Toronto. Poeltl's got 4 rebounds in the game. Barnes finds Barrett. 3-pointer. And Barnes the bucket on the assist by Barrett. Barnes has got 18 points in the game.
And now he's dropped 2 3-pointers in each quarter.
Pass to Johnson. Over Barrett. He got a piece of it.
Well, making blocks isn't a big part of his game, but that's a big play right there, and you have to applaud the defensive focus of R.J. Barrett.
Kispert with the ball. Now guarded by Barrett. Here's Koulibaly to the paint. Rejected by Barnes. And he gets it back. And that one drops for him.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
And Toronto calls time here.
It's simple. Turnovers mean you lose shot opportunities, and your opponent can get easy hoops.
So both teams changing it up here. Toronto leading by 13. Pass to Shed. Back to Dick. Shoots over Koulibaly. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. He's got 10. And here's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Well, they've got the Bulls ahead of them next in Chicago. That game will conclude the 3-game road trip they're currently on.
Well, he's starting to get into a rhythm now after a rough first quarter.
Now here's Ingram. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, Ingram is having a great night so far, playing passionate offense and finding lots of quality looks.
Koulibaly with it. Guarded by Dick. Goes back up. Another missed shot. He's 1 of 5, looking shaky out there.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
Here's Ingram. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's on Bilal Coulibaly.
Yeah, and Brandon Ingram doesn't get enough credit for his growth as a free throw shooter. He shot below 70% from the line in his first 3 seasons, but since then, he hasn't dipped below 80.
Both free throws good from Ingram. After seeing a franchise player like Luka Doncic traded, you think there's anyone who is truly untouchable now, Tim?
Well, I tell you what, that trade, BA, made me realize nobody in this league is immovable. You just don't know what the future holds, and I think fewer guys will stay with one team their entire careers.
That was a shocker for sure. For 3, Barrett knocks it down from distance. Barrett's got 8.
Well, you could see it on Barrett's face. He couldn't wait to bring the ball up right there and hit a 3 of his own.
He shoots. And it's Toronto with a rebound.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Pass to Ingram. Back to Barrett. Toronto passing it around. Now Grady Dick. And he gets the bucket. Dick's gotten 4 this quarter.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
Now here's Johnson. He's got 5. Misses the jumper from the wing. 51 seconds left in the second quarter. A nice shot by Murray Boyles.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Here's Champagny. Pass to Johnson. Here's Kispert. Will it go? Off target at the rim.
Those are the ones you definitely have to make. Sometimes there's just enough defense to make a miss.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
McCollum, pass to Johnson. Offline with a 3. Outside Barrett. Pass to Shed. From downtown, buries it from 3. Shed's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
I love their approach tonight. They are hitting at a really high percentage.
And so it's Toronto, already up 26 points as this quarter ends. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1-point lead. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. Basket after basket, and they played stingy defense. Now they've got a halftime lead that's going to be very difficult to erase. And taking a look at the Raptors, Kenny, what did you see out there?
The work they put in on the glass has been the difference maker. Truly an all-hands-on-deck attack. Give them credit for being the more aggressive team. Rebounding is one of the stats that sometimes gets overlooked, but not tonight.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on Washington?
First of all, where's the intensity on D? You think when a team is punking you like this, you at least try to put a stop to it. But nope, you just keep giving up open looks, letting the lead get bigger and bigger and bigger.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
Just about ready for to the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Scotty Barnes with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. In it forward, it's Barrett and Barnes. Then there's Emmanuel Quickly. Then there's Dick. And it's Shed in at the 2. That's the group starting the second half for Darko Rajakovic. Quickly from outside. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Here's McCollum. Book it again. 7 for 12 and going at the defense.
They've struggled, but hey, you cannot lay it at his feet. Offensively, he's getting it done.
And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Barnes, and there's Toronto with another bucket.
Barnes has just taken control tonight offensively. He has lit up that scoreboard.
McCollum outside. Back to Carrington from the arc. Barnes with the rebound. Barnes has got rebound number 8 now. Pass to Quickly. Barnes against Sarr. Here's Dick. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
Good, solid start to the half, hitting 3 out of 4.
Middleton outside. And Chris Middleton gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
And the Raptors with some changes. Jakob Poeltl, he's checked in for Dick. And Brandon Ingram is subbed in for Shed. Outside Ingram. And there it is for him. And that's 19 points from Brandon Ingram.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
And finished off by Sarr.
Oh, man. Between his size and mobility, Sarr is the perfect lob threat.
Barrett finds Ingram. Back to Barrett. Toronto passing it around. Poeltl with the bucket.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Now here's Carrington. Defense right on him. Tries to break his ice. Sinks that one from the post. Carrington's got 8 points.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
Barrett passes to Quickly. Outside Barrett. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. 10 points for him.
Well, you got to hit Barrett harder than that if you want to stop him from scoring. That's light work for him.
Pass to George. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Size and shooting touch, always in demand, legs, and 2 things that Keyshawn George possesses.
Yeah, he's an interesting combination because he grew up playing point guard, but hit a growth spurt later on. So he's got the vision and ball handling skills of a point, but now he's adding that scoring prowess of an off guard.
A player to watch for sure.
No doubt.
And that one's good. Ingram.
Well, that's why Ingram has been an all-star. He gives your team spacing, and he doesn't need the rock to score.
Here's McCollum. And the ball out of play. The Raptors will have it. Let's look at the best shooting teams in the association. Number 1, the Raptors.
The smart offensive moves this team makes helps them open up the floor and find great looks. That's how they've secured such an impressive shooting percentage.
Here's Ingram driving inside.
The length of Ingram is something else. Gets up to slam it in a second's notice because of it.
And here's Middleton. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
Well, R.J. Barrett right there playing with an edge. I want to see more of that from him.
From Brandon Ingram.
For Washington, they've gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Can they get it? And the layup by Sarr. Sarr's gotten 4 this quarter.
He's been shooting with great consistency tonight. Love to see that confident play on offense.
Here's Ingram, and there's Toronto with another bucket.
Come on, guys. Check out the tenacity. There's no back down in this fellow whatsoever.
Pass to Sarr. Here's George, and the jam by George.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it.
He's able to get all the way to the rim because he did a great job of taking advantage of that angle.
From Emmanuel Quickly.
For Washington, they've gone 6 for 9 in the half. George outside. Back to Carrington. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Barrett.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, well, a lot of French players are coming into the league, and Rudy Gobert said it's amazing. The first ones, like Tony Parker and Boris Diaw, they paved the way. Now, French kids aren't scared to dream about the NBA. They have role models that they can look up to and try to follow. Guys?
Merci. Allie, thanks for the report. Sarr misses. Toronto's gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. And he dunks it down.
Well, you see why Barrett was a highly coveted pick coming out of college. RJ can be special and very effective as a scorer.
Now here's Carrington. Give him 8. Pass to George. Pulls it. That one's wide left. They've got a commanding lead.
Just seems like everything is going their way.
Outside for Ingram. Shot from 12. Pass to Barrett. Over Middleton. Again, the Raptors good for 2 more.
And he's carried them this quarter. A dominant offensive stretch.
Now here's Carrington, covered by Ingram. To the right side. From deep, Sarr. Counted from distance. Sarr's got 23 points.
If that jumper could become a consistent option for Sarr, he's going to be a dangerous player in this league.
All right, Tim, back in 1996, you led the league in three-point percentage. You shot 52% on 3 attempts per game. Talk about the hot hand.
Well, BA, it shows you how much the game has changed. I had the green light, but it was a different shade of green. I still only took 3 per game. Now you have multiple guys every night that will take 3 in the first quarter.
That green light's now neon green for many.
No doubt.
Here's Abaji, averaging around 6 a game. Toronto passing it around. Walter from outside nails it from 3. Walters has got 11 points.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Outside Coulibaly. Pass to Johnson. From 11 feet away, it's tipped.
Oh, excellent timing there by Barrett. Delivering the swat at the exact right moment.
That one goes. And that's his 9th made shot in 12 attempts.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Outside Coulibaly.
Raptors foul. Walter. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Outside Johnson. Outside Coulibaly. Back to Johnson. Jacks up a 3. Walter pulls it in. Walters has got his 4th rebound in this one. And he lobs it up to the rim.
Yeah, this is the kind of scorer Barrett can be. When he's playing to his strengths, he can catch fire.
Jonathan Mogo with the helper.
Here's Johnson. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Kispert up top. Pass to Coulibaly. Fires the three. Knocks down the long J. He has 7.
In this era of the NBA, you just can't let guys have good looks from the three. Pretty much everyone in this league can make you pay.
And a quick look at how the Toronto Raptors schedule is shaping up. On Sunday, they'll host the Brooklyn Nets. Then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And that game against the Pacers, anything can happen in the NBA, but they'll be a heavy favorite, and it would take a total meltdown for them to lose.
Dick, he's checked in for Toronto. Shed comes in for Barrett. Well, Tim, with the new CBA, we're likely to see a lot more multi-team trades just to make the money work.
Yeah, it's more complicated than ever to trade guys straight up. So now teams have to find ways to make moves that involve bringing in an extra team to absorb salaries.
Those puzzle pieces just got a lot more complicated.
So hard to figure it out.
Out of bounds. It'll be Washington's ball. And the Wizards making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Washington has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Pass to Champagny. Now here's Whitmore. He's covered closely. Here's Johnson. Solid as a rock from 20 feet out. Johnson's got 7 points in the game. Toronto's gotten all 3 from downtown so far in the second half. Yes, it's good.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Their offense is cooking right now, and that's because the execution has been there.
Toronto grabs the miss. Dick's got 4 rebounds now.
2 minutes remaining.
To the middle.
2 minutes.
Down low. Here's Shed. And it's Toronto with another.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Wizards. Tries again. And the layup is good. 9 points in the game.
They're really looking to that inside game here in the second half, getting away from taking a bunch of threes.
From 7 feet, and the nice bucket from Dick.
Certainly he has the ability to take over games. Dick's doing it early in his career.
Johnson passes to Kispert. Here's Champagny. Pass to Whitmore. There's the drive. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Over to the wing. On the wing, Grady Dick. Pass to Abaji. Here's Shed, covered by Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Dick. Money from 17 feet out.
A massive reason they're winning. This guy hasn't missed a shot, not one.
Here's Johnson. Sinks that one. Now shooting 5 of 10 and looking sharp.
And you can see where he's made the adjustments. This half has been much better.
Abaji, the pass to Dick. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds.
His first 3 of the half. That gives him 9 total points from beyond the arc so far.
Johnson with a bucket. Johnson's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Outside Dick. Going inside. Yep, that one's good. Dick's got 23.
Oh, he has a lot of tools in the toolkit. That right there was just one of them.
And so it's Toronto, way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And so in the game for Washington, they've got Whitmore. Johnson is out there with Johnson. And it's Champagny at the 4.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Well, Grant, when it comes to exciting young guards who can really fill it up, Trey Johnson's name has to come to mind.
Yeah, no question about it, V.A. This kid can score in a variety of ways, and his confidence is what makes him so dangerous in this department. And they've done well from the free throw line this half. No misses yet.
All right, Grant, as someone who played for and managed the U.S. men's national team, give us your all-time starting five.
You know, I think I'll go with two of the program's all-time leading scorers, Kevin Durant and Carmelo Anthony. And finally, you have to have Kobe Bryant because of just how he reset the culture in 2008.
Now here's Johnson. Pass to Champagny. And rejected. To the wing on the left. Here's Abaji. There's the triple. Sends it home from three-point land.
And let's face it, when you're down this many points, you simply can't let them get that good of a look.
One more miscommunication at the defensive end. Just brutal. It can't happen.
And that one's good. Whitmore.
They're holding a big advantage in second chance points.
Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Now here's Johnson. Buried from 15 feet out.
Yeah, this is what Johnson is out here to do. When the mid-range opens up, he doesn't hesitate firing.
Here's Shed. And he banks in the layup.
They will take that shot every time down the floor if they could. It's just great execution.
Here's Johnson. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
And you have to love the focus. He gets hit, but converts it anyway.
Lawson, he's checked in for Dick. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Well, they found success off the drive, creating a lot of buckets by getting into the teeth of the defense.
Well, they have really taken advantage of the mid-range area of the floor. It's been open for them all night.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Grant, you look at some of the rule changes in recent years. Does it seem to you like coaches' challenges are here to stay?
You know, B.A., it does. And I think that's a good thing. You know, I can think of a few calls I would have liked to challenge in my day. So it's a nice option to have.
Inside. Cuts off the pass. To the inside. Carrington. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Toronto passing it around. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And the basket by Abaji.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
And all of that success from the three-point line will open up driving lanes. Let's see if they can take advantage of that as well.
Here's Gill. Outside Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Champagny. Sinks it from distance.
Yeah, if you give him that much room, he's usually going to connect.
Pass to Murray Boyles. From 11 feet away, Gill grabs the board.
Mixing it up inside, just coming up empty-handed.
Here's Carrington, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Whoo! Not a lot of resistance from the D.
That's the last guy you want to leave open.
If you get that much daylight, only one thing is on your mind, a strong finish.
Pass to Gill. And with the new 2-day format for the NBA draft, some executives complain, Grant, saying it helps out the disorganized teams.
Well, those teams could be in trouble regardless. With the push for parity, the league might not mind giving them some extra time to process during the draft.
Pass to Mobo. Here's Shed, covered by Johnson. And it's Shed missing. The Wizards have gotten 7 of their first 10 shots to go during this fourth quarter. Got a hand on it. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
Here's Johnson. Rebound, Toronto.
He's trying to find his shot, but at some point you have to start making these.
Pass to Mobo. Over to the left wing. Here's Lawson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Lawson's got 6 here in the quarter. And for the Wizards, they're shooting at about 51% for the game so far in this one. Here's Carrington. Knocks down the step-back J.
He is dialed in right now. Perfect from the field this quarter.
Here's Mobo. Gill grabs the board. The Wizards have gotten 8 of 13 shots to find the basket in the fourth quarter. Offensive board.
Well, this has been far from his best game, and if they're going to come back here, he's got to find a way to get going.
Lets the 3 fly. Can't get it to fall. 6 for 10 now.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit 1 from range in the first half, but nothing since.
Looking to end his cold spell. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
He's just too quick to the cup. No one near him to get postered.
Lawson passes to Abaji. Here's Shed. And they recover it. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, with each bucket, he denies any thought of a comeback.
Now here's Carrington. Tries a 10-footer, and the jumper falls for him.
And he is doing everything he can to keep his team in it, trying to lift his teammates up.
To the paint. Pass to Abaji. Lets it go from deep. Oh, he remains perfect. 7 for 7, showing no signs of letting up.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
Riley, good.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
Toronto has gone 4 of 6 from deep thus far in the fourth.
He's undersized for a 4, but his hops level the playing field.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. Here's Gill. And the layup falls.
Anthony Gill.
And for the Raptors, they're shooting a legendary 79%. Their offense is just on a tear.
Oh, those kinds of unforced mistakes will drive any coach nuts.
Walter, he's checked in for Lawson. Now here's Carrington. And his NBA franchise values continue to skyrocket. It's pretty amazing to see, isn't it, Legs?
It really is. And even if you're LeBron James, who has said he may want to own a team in the future, he may even need some help footing that bill. It is pricey.
Adding zeros by the decades. The Wizards making a switch here. Whitmore's checked in. To the left side wing. Releases. And there's Toronto with another bucket.
Well, that's not great shot selection right there, but you'll take anything that goes in.
And so it's Washington with it. Pass to Sarr. Now Whitmore. Walter pulls it in. Walters has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Murray Boyles. Toronto passing it around. Rebounded by Champagny. And for Washington, they're shooting 52% from the floor so far.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
14 foul.
Now here's Kispert, guarded closely. Here's Carrington. 6 to shoot. They grab their own miss. Sarr down low. Soft touch off the glass. Sarr's got 25 points in the game.
And talk about imposing your will. That's 10 straight points in the paint.
Out to the wing. Pass to Shed. Oh, that bucket gives him his 7th field goal in 12 tries. Outside Carrington. On the wing, Whitmore. Good, and that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
Athleticism showing through from Whitmore. He doesn't need much room at all to operate in close.
Lets it fly. Another shot. And the play by Sarr as he finishes it off for 2. He's got 27.
Now, what's the saying? Don't box out, you get your feelings hurt.
Pass to Abaji. Launches it. Connects from downtown.
He's hitting everything from deep, just flat out torching this defense.
Now Sarr.
2 minutes remaining in regulation time.
1:58 left to play in the 4th quarter. And as it goes out of bounds, Washington able to keep possession. Johnson, he's checked in for Whitmore.
Johnson.
And it's Washington with the ball. Pass to Johnson. Clock at 6. Washington needs to get off a shot, and he gets it to go. Johnson's got 19 points.
Yeah, I love that. He comes off the pick and takes it right to the hole.
Here's Shed. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
A superb move right there. The spin shakes off any attempt at defense.
Outside Johnson. There's 1:26 left in the 4th quarter. Here's Sarr. And finished off by Sarr.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says, and a great win for the Raptors.
Seemed like the sheer volume of three-pointers today was the deciding factor.
And they'd hit one and then just dial it up again, and it worked.
And so this will lock down their 15th win of the year.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
And what a huge performance it was for Brandon Ingram.
He was just everywhere for them on both ends, really, just showing a lot of aggressiveness and intensity. A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
Nothing will drive your coach crazier than what you just saw. Lack of focus, lack of effort.
Here's Mobo. Pass to Murray Boyles. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
They are playing with so much confidence. They've been clutch all the way around.
Sarr. And finished off by Sarr.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
Yeah, it's too little, too late at this point, but at least they have something to build on going forward.
Pass to Murray Boyles. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Walter, good.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Yeah, the atmosphere in this arena has been unbelievable. Great all-around effort by everyone to put this game away.
And here's Kispert from the arc. And the three-pointer goes.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
A deep 3. No good. So it's the Raptors winning this one easily. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. So long.